You ever watch someone burn every bridge they once proudly marched across? That's exactly what's happening with Meghan Markle, and it's unfolding like a Hollywood drama. Only this time, she's not the one holding the script. The BET Awards were meant to be another glamorous evening, a parade of rehearsed speeches and glittering applause. But what happened instead was a moment of sharp reckoning. Tyler Perry, yes, the same man who once sheltered Meghan and Harry in his mansion, covered their security and offered them a private jet when they fled the UK, went off script during a tribute. What he said was brief but brutal. You can't build a palace on unpaid bills. No names were mentioned, but the room shifted. Everyone knew exactly who he meant. It wasn't shade. It was a public declaration, and from someone who had defended her for years, it hit like a precision strike. Perry, once her safety net, was signaling to the world that he was done. And in Hollywood, when someone like Tyler Perry walks away, people take notice. What followed wasn't just awkward silence, it was confirmation. Oprah, once Meghan's loudest champion, has gone completely quiet. According to those close to Harpo Productions, she hasn't reached out in months. No calls, no statements, no behind-the-scenes support. The same Oprah who helped catapult Meghan into the cultural spotlight with a historic 2021 interview has now ghosted her entirely. Meghan, who was once surrounded by a wall of elite industry allies, is now increasingly isolated. Major talent agencies, WME, CAA, UTA, are reportedly steering clear. In a town that loves a redemption arc, Meghan has become what they call a moral risk. Too controversial, too unpredictable, and too damaging to attach your name to. It's not just that projects flop, it's the trail of chaos they leave behind. Netflix gave her and Harry a reported $100 million. And the result? One underwhelming docuseries, a scrapped animated project, and zero follow-up that made cultural impact. And it's not just the big names who've soured. Behind the scenes, Meghan's empire is hemorrhaging credibility. When Perry offered his help in 2020, it wasn't a publicity stunt. It was a genuine gesture of trust. That trust, according to insiders, has worn thin. His team reportedly begged him for years to set boundaries, warning him that his generosity was being taken for granted. This isn't philanthropy, one aide allegedly said. It's charity without consent. The BET moment wasn't just a mic drop. It was a message. And as if that weren't enough, even Oprah's inner circle has gone silent. Gayle King, long considered one of Meghan's last media allies, hasn't mentioned her in months. It's not personal. It's strategic. Meghan has become too much of a liability, and Hollywood doesn't deal in emotional loyalty. It deals in optics and ROI. Right now, Meghan offers neither. Meanwhile, her reputation isn't just stalling, it's crumbling. Invitations to high-profile events have dried up. She didn't make the Vanity Fair Oscar party list, and industry whispers suggest it's because no one wants to deal with her team's endless demands. Custom entrances, press blackouts, guaranteed spotlight time. The kind of treatment even true A-listers are too careful to request. And as her red carpet presence vanishes, so do her chances behind the scenes. Calls to studios go unanswered. Pitch meetings are quietly canceled. Her name is being removed from collaboration lists across top media companies. In a city that thrives on buzz, she's becoming invisible. Not because people forgot her, but because they've chosen to forget her. Meghan's problem isn't a PR misstep. It's that the industry no longer sees her as a safe bet. And the financial cracks are starting to show. Meghan's nonprofit, the Archewell Foundation, is now attracting scrutiny from watchdogs and insiders alike. Banks have flagged suspicious financial activity, bloated consulting fees, delayed reimbursements, and expenses that look more personal than charitable. One banking executive put it bluntly, Meghan is brand rich, but cash poor. On paper, she has value. In practice, she's relying on projected success that never seems to arrive. Archewell's recent filings raised more questions than answers. Nearly $3 million spent on administration with almost no visible output. Legal analysts are starting to use serious terms, like self-dealing, and it's clear the foundation is under pressure. Makeup artists, stylists, and media consultants showing up in the nonprofit's expense reports isn't just a bad look. It's a potential compliance violation, especially in California, where charity laws are strict and enforcement is no joke. Then there's Spotify. That $20 million podcast deal was meant to be a cornerstone of Meghan's media empire. Instead, it imploded after just 12 episodes. One Spotify executive reportedly called Meghan and Harry grifters, and internally, staff were done. They said Meghan overpromised, underdelivered, and then pointed fingers when things fell apart. Her attempted comeback, Confessions of a Female Founder, barely made a ripple. Early reviews called it hollow and confusing. No traction, no buzz. It's become a pattern: big promises, weak follow-through, and a media cycle that ends in silence. Even once Meghan-friendly publications are pulling back. People magazine allegedly killed a profile piece after internal pushback. The reason? Too polarizing. Editors didn't want to risk losing readers or advertisers. Inside her own team, things are no better. Staff turnover is relentless, morale is low, and the leaks won't stop. Her PR firm is no longer shaping narratives, they're managing damage. Meghan isn't viewed as a misunderstood icon anymore. She's seen as someone who manipulated her public image, blamed others when things went wrong, and repeatedly failed to deliver. Even her marriage to Prince Harry, once the ultimate brand asset, is no longer shielding her from criticism. Every public appearance is dissected for signs of tension. Every clip becomes fodder for body language analysts. And the crowd that once rooted for them is now just watching, waiting. Netflix, once willing to invest massive resources in the Sussex brand, is also stepping back. Budgets have been trimmed. Creative control has reportedly been reduced. Executives aren't impressed. One insider told Deadline, "We expected the crown and got a daytime blog. Behind closed doors, the mood is clear. This isn't prestige content. It's triage. It's not storytelling. It's spin." Even her financial footprint is unraveling. Banks like Wells Fargo and First Republic have flagged questionable payments, consultants being prioritized over staff, large unexplained transfers, and last-minute filings that raise red flags. She may still appear wealthy, but the reality looks a lot like scrambling to stay afloat. This isn't a fall from grace. It's a slow fade into irrelevance. The real story isn't one of scandal. It's one of erosion, of goodwill spent, trust lost, and opportunities wasted. Meghan Markle had every advantage: public sympathy, global name recognition, powerful allies. But instead of building something lasting, she played a short game. She built a brand on grievances and attention, not on results. And now, with the attention gone, all that's left is the noise. No invites, no deals, no next act. Her name, once a coveted commodity, has become a cautionary tale. Hollywood doesn't care about royalty, it cares about reliability. And when you lose that, you lose everything. Meghan broke away from the crown to build something on her own terms. But in doing so, she may have destroyed the only thing she truly needed: her credibility. And in this business, when that's gone, so is the spotlight.